Moore appears to have taken over this pursuit here, as it is in the city proper of Moore here as we go on Southwest 4th from I-35 and Telephone Road here. So let's see, we got coming up here. We got an intersection coming up. He's kind of slowing down again. He's blowing through the lights. Oh, okay. Okay, he made a right turn there on that road. That is Markwell Avenue. Now he's going to make a U and come back and try to come back to Southwest 4th. Okay, now he's back on Southwest 4th, coming westbound. And we're coming up to another major intersection here. That is going to be Santa Fe. Now we're going to go southbound on Santa Fe. Santa Fe from Southwest 4th here in Moore. Southbound in pursuit, the Moore police in pursuit of this stolen vehicle that Oklahoma City police officers terminated. And now Moore police has picked it up with Air 1 still in the vicinity shadowing this pickup here. So we're southbound on Santa Fe from Southwest 4th. So Alex, we'll just keep running here. You see a great thing about Street Scope is that names the streets off as he passes them. So we know exactly where this subject is at any time, and if police officers need help, we can radio exactly where that vehicle is and what street it passes at any given time here. And also we can show them tell them the speed if they're not sure how fast this person is traveling down this road. We have the ability to shadow that truck and pull up that speedometer so people can see it at home to tell you exactly how fast that pickup is going here. So again, he's not too erratic right now, Alex, but he is still southbound Santa Fe coming up to a major intersection here. So we'll see what happens here. And I'm going to toss it back to you, Alex. I'm going to have to make a radio call. And Oak City approach, we're still southbound on Santa Fe here. Do you want me to stay with you, or you would like me to go too? Well, never mind. He turned westbound here, headed back towards westbound from Santa Fe, south of the airport. News 9, Roger. Well, nope, Air 1 is right here. He's just north of me now. So now you see this person has taken off across the field again. Let's see, Orr Family Farms. He's just south of Orr Family Farms right now. People are familiar with that. That's on Western. He is just south of Orr Family Farms, kind of shadowing. Here he's made a eastbound turn here in the field. So this is the opportunity here for these police officers. If they need to stop him, they could probably go up and do something here. But he's coming north in the field now through the heavy brush. Now there's a big chain link fence at the end of this road here, at the end of this field here. So he's kind of boxed himself in unless he plans on going through this heavy chain link fence, because it goes around on the north side and on the west side. So the only way out is he needs to go back southbound towards the road there, which is exactly what he's doing. And there's a little he's going to squeeze. There's a little gap there. There was a gate there, so he squeezed through that gate. And like I said, this is all taking place just on the south. I believe that's Orr Family Farms property right there also that he's on right now. So it's just south of Orr Family Farms here as we come up. You're looking at Southwest 149th. That should be Western at the intersection there, depending on which way he goes. There's another chain link fence. Okay. What are they going to do here? I'm not sure. So, no, he's not going to yield for him. He's not going to stop for him. So, they're going to, okay, he's going to go back northbound in his field along that chain link fence here. Boy, this This person does not want to be caught, Alex, whatsoever. I mean, this pursuit's been going on for a while, and we've been on roads, highway, dirt roads, gravel roads, fields, plowed fields, went through fences, everything here. And now this is on the south side of Orr Family Farms, getting on these little road here, and you'll see as we pull back wide, here, you're going to see Orr Family Farms right there on your left-hand side of the screen as we move up here. So there's the Orr Family Farm Complex. He's probably going to come back on this road here. Well, now that even goes deeper into Orr Family Farms, which is not a good thing, but it don't appear that there's any people at Orr Family Farms today. Well, right now I just see the two. There was a third one in that field. He's still in the field down there. So another pickup is approaching the exit right there. Okay, it looks like he's going to try to block. Well, no, he's going to get out of the way, which is a smart move because, well, now he's just going to skip the road. He's just going to take the grass and get back over to Western here. So I don't know if his plan here is, Alex, is just for everybody else to run out of gas or whatever. He hopes they run out of gas or something happens and he can get away or what here. But this has been quite the pursuit here. And like I said, it hadn't really, except for the time on I-35 coming northbound around Southeast 82nd where he almost caused that accident, it really hasn't gotten too crazy. He's moved into the opposite lane of traffic a couple of times on side roads, but as far as just getting really crazy, it hadn't. Of course, he's blown through stop signs and stop lights, but not at a really high speed. He's kept it at a very manageable speed here as he goes southbound along Western here. And we come back to street scope here. We'll see what road he's getting ready to pass. It looks like Western Avenue. He's going to come up to Southwest 154th and Stepping Stone Court right there. Now he's picked up a little speed. And for people just joining us again, this is a stolen pickup that started out in Oklahoma City pursuing it. It has now ended up in more police is in that pursuit now when Oklahoma City terminated the pursuit. I'm looking to see if Air One is still here, still shadowing that stolen pickup. So Air One is still with us, even though Oklahoma City grounds terminated the pursuit. Air One has decided to stay with this pickup. Well, now I believe, okay, now I've seen the more black and whites have now backed off, and I don't know if they may have terminated the pursuit, Alex. But they have definitely turned around. They have stopped and turned around. So it appears that Moore has terminated this pursuit. He is now on Southwest 164th Street, which is good because, I mean, he's getting out here where traffic is very, very light and there's really not too much congestion here. So we're just going to see what happens here, Alex. This has been quite a pursuit here, and like I said, you can see how fast it's going. It's not really the person is not really going very fast. So it looks like we'll be coming up to Pennsylvania Avenue. Well, he's going to turn into this. He's going to turn into this neighborhood here. That's Coldfire Road. Coldfire Road, Drywater Drive. He's going to come up out here. He has stopped. So, okay, he's got out of the pickup. I guess he decided to get the toolbox out of the back of the pickup. It was just making too much noise for him, I guess. I guess he figures if he can get as much stuff out of this pickup that he can, the charges will be less here, Alex, because he's not stealing all the tools and everything that's with it. That's the only thing I can think of. But he is taking the toolbox out of the back of this pickup. He is talking on the cell phone, Alex. He's been talking on the cell phone for a while, so I don't know who he's talking to or what's actually going on here. No black and whites, and he's right there at the dead end road of this. Now, who is flying up here on him right here? Okay, he's blocked him in, but that really doesn't mean anything because he's been getting out. Okay, what's happening here? That may have been somebody he's been in I don't know. Okay, shooting the tires. Shots, appears shots were fired at the tires. Okay, appears shots were fired. So that must have been an undercover police officer or somebody. I'm not quite sure. But he shot at the tires, it looked like. That's not confirmed. That's just what I couldn't see it. But he did point the gun at the tires and fire. It looks like, okay, now he's going to go southwest 164th. We're trying to see if the tire is still staying up. Okay. Okay, he's stopping. Well, he slowed down. Now we got a police officer right up in front. We got a police officer right up the road, Ben. He may be getting ready to throw stop sticks. We'll see what happens here. Oh, he missed him. Yeah, I knew that was. There's another officer at this intersection. Two officers at this intersection. Boy, okay, what road we on now, Ben? Let's see. Pennsylvania Avenue. We are now northbound on Pennsylvania Avenue. So we are. Okay, I'm still good on airspace here. So now we're back in pursuit of this pickup. We believe shots were fired at the tires of this vehicle when he was stopped in that housing addition, Alex. That's hadn't been confirmed, but you saw live on from Bob Mills, Sky News 9, the person draw that gun and shoot at the tires of that vehicle here. They tried to stop six. They were not successful with that. He took to the bar ditch on that one and was able to avoid the stop sticks. So he's now, okay, we got two more officers up ahead here. He is northbound on Pennsylvania. Show me that intersection real quick, Ben. To the left. So Pennsylvania and southwest 149th. Okay, he's coming up to the two police officers here. He is slowing down. He knows they got stop sticks. People are getting off the road. People are okay. Now he's taken to the fields again in the front yards. So we'll see what happens here. He's yelling at the officers. He's yelling something at the officers. Boy, I tell you what, Alex, this gets more bizarre by the minute here. What's going on? So now he's south of Southwest 149th, east of Pennsylvania Avenue, in these homes where they have acreages with them and barns, and he is just driving around. What is the street scope? That's going to be South Virginia Avenue from south 149th, and he is going southbound on Virginia Avenue, which runs into a dead end. Well, that's right, Alex. That hasn't stopped him before, and okay, driver's side tire is flat, so evidently he did hit that tire with the gunshots. So the rear tire is flat on that vehicle, or going flat. So this is South Virginia Avenue, Oklahoma City. This is their pursuit again. They have black and whites all around the area. Air 1 is above the stolen vehicle here. So he's just sitting here now, but now he's going to move on. So I'm not sure, Alex, exactly how many shots were fired into that vehicle or not. Or, it looked like the person was firing at the tires, so I don't know if he fired any at the suspect or not. But we're trying to find out if that was an undercover officer or just a person that had a concealed carry or something here, but we'll try that. You know, like I said, people just join. This is all breaking news. This is all very fluid, so there's going to be stuff that comes out of this that we may not know yet, or we may not be real sure about. So we just want people to know that. But this is a pursuit that has been going on for quite a while here, and it started out with looked like a 16-foot trailer being pulled by this stolen pickup. He lost that in this field way back south of I-240 on Air Depot when you run into the Oklahoma City police officer gun range, and then cut across the field there. The trailer came loose, and it's just been this pickup from there on. And now we are on, we went through Moore, we're now west of Moore, we're back into Oklahoma City. We are now east of Pennsylvania Avenue on a road called Virginia Drive, which is in a housing addition that you have have 2 or 3 to 5 acres with these homes out here. And he has just kind of come to a stop here, Alex. Like I said, the rear tire is flat. We have police officers up at the top of Virginia up north up here. Well, now he's going to go on here. And he's been on the phone. He's been on the cell phone with somebody, Alex, constantly talking to somebody on the phone. So I don't know who he's been talking to, but he has been on the phone. We saw him stop, you know, and lose the trailer, then stop and cut barbed wire off the truck, then stop and pull the toolbox out of the back and drag it over to the side. I mean, instead of just pulling it out and leaving it in the road, he actually dragged it over to the side of the road and then get back in the car and come again. Now he's coming northbound again into the police officers here. So we'll see what happens here, Alex. The police officer's out of the car. Well, he's going to take into the fields again. Now he can make it back over to Pennsylvania Avenue from here. He just picks this little road up here. Now he's going to go back to Pennsylvania Avenue. So we'll see. He's going to go south on Pennsylvania. Okay, we got about 4 police officers sitting down here south of him right now. Looks like they may have stop sticks again, but he sees them. So he's stopping in the middle of the road, and we have, I believe we're going to have police officers coming up behind him. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we got the 2 officers made it back onto Pennsylvania. They're going to be coming up behind him. So we'll see what happens here. Pennsylvania, I don't know if there's a little cross street down there that we can read, Ben, or not. But that's Pennsylvania now. So, right, and if you pan down just a little bit, you'll see the group of officers sitting right there. So he's trying to decide what he wants to do here. I mean, he's been able to go into the bar ditch on the side to avoid the stop sticks. But if he's riding on a flat tire, that truck is probably going to get to the point. They got guns drawn on him now. He's going to go off into the... Well, okay. He is still going to go southbound on Pennsylvania. Yep, we got, let's see here, we're still southbound Pennsylvania. Let's see, what do we got? That is Southwest 164th that we'll be coming up on. I'm not quite sure. The police officers are moving very, very slow here. They're not pushing him at all. So this is Southwest 164th that we're coming up to on southbound Pennsylvania. And it looks like that pickup may be struggling a little bit, Alex. I think it's down to the rim. I think we zoom in here. Well, not quite. Very close to it. Yeah, you can see it running flat there. So, like I said, I don't know how many shots were fired at that, or you know, it evidently looks like one hit the tire. So he's moving very, very slow here, Alex. Right. Okay, the doors come open. He's looking at his tire back there, so. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me with the way things have been going that he don't stop try to change his tire on the truck there, Alex. I mean, he's done everything else with this vehicle, so. But like I said, Air 1 is still over it. The Oklahoma City police officers are hanging way back, just kind of taking their time. I think they know at some point this vehicle, he's probably not going to be able to go very much farther on this vehicle, so they're just taking their time here and waiting for this truck to give it up here. Let's see, have we passed the road yet that the street scope has? We're still southbound Pennsylvania from 164th, Southwest 164th was the last major road that we crossed, so we're still southbound Pennsylvania. Right now, that's just regular traffic. We got two cars between him and the black and white. At least, you know, this is just really, really bizarre. Okay, now he's pulling over into this field. I have no clue what he's going to try, unless he's going to try to go. Well, now he's changed his mind. He's going to come back on to Pennsylvania. That's right, Alex. And I don't know if we got a crew going down to I-35. When we passed it again here this last time, they had the lanes northbound shut down at I-35 there. They may have been letting people by on one lane or shoulder, but it was shut down when we came back across it into Moore here. I could look up and still see that I-35 was shut down going northbound there. Shut down completely or shut down to where they were just letting them pass on the shoulder there. So I don't know if that person ended up being injured. Like I said, they did a great job of saving the car because it happened right in front of me. I mean, Ben Smith he was watching the pursuit vehicle. I was watching what was going on other places, and that car went sideways one way, sideways the other way, almost hit head-on into the concrete divider, but that driver was able to save it. It was miraculous that driver pulled it out and was able to get that car stopped off into the side of the road there. So again, that was a near, could have been just a complete catastrophe right there on I-35 if that car would have flipped or hit that center median. But luckily it didn't. So, but the police did the right thing. Some police came through. The rest of the police stopped to make sure that driver was okay, and that's what they were doing up there right now. And then plus it'll be part of this investigation. If they ever get this person caught, that will be part of the charges and part of the investigation. So they would have to kind of treat that as a crime scene up there on I-35 because he did clip that car. So again, you see here we are from Pennsylvania. We are going eastbound across this field. Go to the right just a little bit, Ben. What was that road to the right? That's Indian Hills Road. So we are now north of Indian Hills Road, east of Pennsylvania, in this freshly planted field down here, and it looks like it may be kind of damp. So with a flat tire on a four-wheel drive truck, it's going to be kind of tough here if that's pretty soft. But he is just sitting there now, so it looks like this may be a waiting game here, Alex. And like I said, he's been on the phone with somebody. Okay, I think he's had enough. He's figured the tire's flat. Oh yeah, he's upset because the tire's flat, but it looks like he's going to give up here now if the police can just get out there and get to him. Well, they're around. The trouble is, it looks like that field may be kind of damp, Alex. So we got a police officer south of him sitting there. So I don't think they want to drive out there just in case they get stuck. So somebody's probably going to have to walk out there and take him into custody. But we'll see what happens here. But it looks like he's figured that he's just finally exhausted all avenues here of trying to get away and has decided to give up. And like I said, and one reason was that citizen that you've seen live for Bob Mills Scotty's 9 on the air shoot the rear tire of that truck and flatten the rear tire of that four-wheel drive. And so that kind of put a damper on things. He couldn't go quite as fast and really couldn't go where he wanted to. He avoided the stop sticks several times that police officers tried to throw out, but it has now come to rest here. And when we come around here, I'm not in position right now, but as we come around here, we'll show you where this ended up from street scope here, so people have an idea of exactly where this is. So Ben, as we pull around here, show that intersection. It'll be to your right. And from street scope, you can see that Pennsylvania Avenue to Indian Hills Road is just northwest of that intersection. You know, and kind of a cool thing, if Greg's in the control room, what's kind of cool here is we show another street scope thing that if we hold this, we can actually put a ruler up, Alex, from Pennsylvania Avenue right there to where that truck is, and we can show you pretty much the exact distance where that truck came to rest from Pennsylvania Avenue to the middle of that field. So 940 feet is what they're telling me is that was where that pickup ended up, east of Pennsylvania Avenue. That is one of the great things about StreetScope, is that we have so many tools to provide the viewer with better information and even provide the police. You know, if this was a heavily wooded area, they couldn't see the truck, and that truck was sitting in a heavily treed area, we would be able to measure that from the road and triangulate it and give them an exact position of how many feet from the road that truck would be sitting if that was a completely wooded area and they couldn't see that pickup. So that's one of the great things with StreetScope that we have the opportunity to use in here. But again, it looks like the police are kind of parked down south there. You can see in the left-hand side of your screen to figure out what they're going to do here. Like I said, they had to be real cautious because there's no telling if this guy's got guns in the truck or what happened. So they don't want to just run up there on him. And he's kind of in an area where, you know, they got hay bales in between him and the truck, so they could actually go up to those hay bales, stay in cover, and not expose yourself. But once you pass those hay bales, then you're wide open. So you don't know what that person has or what he's capable of, because as we've seen from this over an hour-long chase, he was completely unwilling to give up. So you just don't know what's going to happen here. So that's why it's going to take some time here. Looks like we've got one unit moving out here. That may be a four-wheel drive unit for the police department. And we got another one moving out. Let me see as we come around. What's that one on the broadside there, Ben? As we come around here. There's his buddy turning. What does that say on the side? That looks like Oklahoma City PD, Alex, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Can you tell from where you are, Alex? Right. They have Pennsylvania. They got traffic pulled over on Pennsylvania. They still letting some traffic through, but the police are starting to shut down Pennsylvania to the west of that truck, just so people aren't driving by in case something does really go awry here and shots are exchanged. Since this is a wide open and farm country here, there's nothing to keep the bullets from flying all the way across Pennsylvania here if something was to happen here. So police are kind of clearing out Pennsylvania over here to my west. Right now they position themselves where they can see the driver and the truck better in the field. So, and like I said, Air 1, you see Air 1 right there still, he's in a low orbit now around that pickup. And he'll be able to tell officers if the suspect makes a move or anything like that, makes a gesture with his hands here. But he's now back in the pickup. He was outside the pickup. Okay, they might be Norman police, Alex. Like I'm sitting just about 4.5 miles northwest of Westheimer Airport. So this may be in Norman proper here. I'm not sure, but it looked like when we come around there, it looked like Norman police officers. I can see them doing that, Alex. And of course, that's not the only school around here, but that kind of gives the viewer reference to where we are. We're right in, that's northeast of us, and the intersection of Indian Hills and Pennsylvania is southwest of us, so we're sitting right in the middle, and that's where this vehicle has ended up here. So I can understand them, because we just don't know what this guy is doing. I mean, he's been talking to somebody on the cell phone, Alex, and it almost looks like he was looking for a spare tire and a jack there to change the tire on this thing. And that's why he's so upset, is he can't find a jack or anything to get to fix the tire on this Ford F2. It's either F250 or F350. I'm not sure, but it is a Ford. And so now he's started back up again, and he is on the northeast corner of this field, northeast of the intersection of Indian Hills. What? Well, for a minute there, I thought he was actually going to make a run at that fence, but I believe there's a ditch or a gully, that kind of small ditch that runs along there. Now there is a police officer in this cul-de-sac right across from him. So you have that house with the green roof, you have that police officer in the cul-de-sac right there. But no, he's not getting out, he's going to back up again. We got two black and whites creeping in from the northwest on him here, coming across the field. Okay, so what's he going to do here? Okay, we got boy. Well, you know, the more erratic this person gets, the more caution they got to take, because they just don't know what he's going to do when they walk up on him, Alex. That's the okay. Well, he backed through a fence, so I guess he decided it's easier to go backwards than it is forward at this point. So you can see him going at a pretty high rate of speed here. Now if he keeps going the way he's going, of course, he's got a lot of ground to cover. He can make it back over here to 164th. But like I said, I just don't know what the condition that truck is in right now. We know it has a flat rear tire on the driver's side from shots being fired by a citizen that was, I think, when we were in Moore at the time, and he pulled into a dead-end street on a housing addition, and that's where he pulled the toolbox out. And then a citizen pulled up in her car, and I guess was trying to talk him into giving up, and he took off, and the citizen pulled the gun and fired I don't know how many shots into the rear tire of this truck here, and that's what made the pursuit slow way down. But we still went quite a ways, Alex. Here's where we ended up on Pennsylvania and Indian Hills Road. South Indian Hills Road is where we're at. Right, you just don't know, Alex. I mean, he could be talking to his wife, girlfriend. I mean, maybe they could be talking to him and hey, give it up, or he could be talking to somebody that prompted him to steal this truck and they're waiting for him, or he could be, you know, talking to somebody about, hey, here I am. They're giving him directions and telling him which way to go from where he is. If you were a driver that didn't know where you were and you had that capability of getting somebody that's your accomplice on the other end and saying, hey, here I am, where do I go from this point? It almost seems like that sometimes, because he'll sit for a while, talk on the phone for quite a while, then he'll get in his truck and start moving. And he'll start moving towards a major street or major road here. So that's another possibility. And like I said, people listen to this. This is just all my speculation. This hadn't been confirmed or anything. That's what, you know, we're trying to figure out, just like everybody else, what's going on up here. And because this has been a long pursuit for everybody, and for the three different police agencies involved with this, with two of those police agencies actually terminating their pursuit, and then another agency coming in and picking it up. So It's he's got a lot of people attracted out here right now, Alex. Yep. Yep. Nope. In fact, they pulled back. Roger. Cruise Aviation, helicopter Skydays 9. He stopped again. It looks like the door may be, well, it looks like he's thinking about getting out, and now he's back in the vehicle. And like I said, this is in the northeast corner of this field where it ended up at east of Pennsylvania, north of South Indian Hills Road. I believe that's South 164th. That is up to the north of where the pickup is now as we pan back out, Southwest 164th. So he's closer to 164th now than he is to Indian Hills Road. But he stopped in his field again, and like I said, he's acting like he's going to get out, and then he's got back in the truck, and it's moved, and it's just, he just refuses to give up. I mean, basically, Alex, this is a situation where there's only one ending to this, and that's either he's going to give up and be taken into custody. There's nothing else that can come out of this because there's just no place to go. I mean, there's so many police officers out here now all around these roads on Southwest 164th and Indian Hills and Pennsylvania that there's really no place to go, and he's cut himself off from being able to go back eastbound because there's kind of a ditch and a fence line there just to the east side of the truck, and I don't think he could make it through there with a flat tire, having a flat rear driver's side tire on that Ford F-250 or 350, whichever one it is, that he could make it through there. But we've seen him do other things. He may try it. He may sit here for a little bit and try it, but this is where everything has stopped moving for now, is between the Indian Hills Road and Southwest 164th, east of Pennsylvania Avenue here in this hayfield. So we're looking at nobody's moved up on him yet. Everyone is still over the top of him circling at this time. But we have seen no movement from any officers. So we got, looks like okay, that looks like that may be OKC PD there that has moved up into that plowed field there. So that's going to be south of him from where he is. And then we got police officers all along Southwest 164th that is north of him. And then of course they got Pennsylvania over to the west. And they pretty much got all the traffic shut down on Pennsylvania and not letting traffic come through on that. So we'll just see what, there's really nothing here to do now but just sit and wait, Alex, to see what transpires here. I don't know if maybe they're waiting for one of the SWAT teams together or whatever, or what they're doing. But again, that he's sitting in an area again where you can't approach a truck just out in the open. As an officer, you don't know what he's got, you don't know what's in the vehicle, you don't know if he has a rifle, handgun, or whatever, because you walk up to that vehicle, you're fully exposed, there's no cover or whatever. And like I said, I've seen these situations before where it's kind of ended like this, and I've seen them use a SWAT team to surround the vehicle and move in from all sides. That way, if the person comes out firing, then somebody in the circle or whatever has a clear shot to take that suspect out before possibly he injures anybody. But that's probably why they're taking their time to decide what to do with this driver, because he is unwilling to even surrender at this point. He is just sitting in the vehicle right now. Like I said, he gets out every now and then, and he'll get back in the vehicle, and he's always on the cell phone talking to somebody, and then he'll start moving around a little bit. But right now, I think pretty much he's kind of just ended his options here, Alex, but that's just my opinion. That's right, Alex. I know this is for our viewers. This may be getting to the point where it's kind of ridiculous or kind of boring in their opinion. But again, you have to take in all the considerations here of what has transpired in this chase. That is going to be going up to close to 2 hours here, Alex. In this chase, what has transpired, what the behavior of the subject is in that vehicle, not knowing what's in that vehicle and what he has on his person. So the last thing you want to do is walk your officers out in a completely open field with no cover and walk up to that truck and possibly get injured from that suspect. We can sit here and speculate all day what the best thing to do is, but they're going to, all they got right now, the officers has time on their, is in their favor. There's no place he can go. There's nothing he can do. The truck is pretty much, it's still drivable, but it has a flat tire on the rear, and we don't know what else the condition is that truck is, because he has drove through steel poles, fences, gates, everything else, ditches. So we don't know what the condition is of that truck except for the flat tire on back. It may be worse. There may be something broken that we don't know about but it's all options have pretty much run out here. So now you're just in a waiting game, and that's in the police favor here because there's really no place for him to go. But the last thing they want to do is put themselves in harm's way by walking through an open field up to a pickup that they know nothing about that suspect. That's right, Alex. And just a quick update here. The police have shut down Southwest 164th from Western to Pennsylvania. So they've shut that stretch of road down. They've also shut Indian Hills down between Pennsylvania and Western. So that is shut down now. It looks like traffic is still traveling on Western to the north and south. And it appears that they are still letting traffic move. Well, here we go again, Alex. He is on the move again, and it looks like he's trying to weigh his options up of going across that ditch right there, or that fence row, to see if he can get through it. So he may, it looks like, well, boy, at this point, it looks like he's going to go in reverse. Okay, now there, if he follows that road up there in that field, there's a set of metal gates. There's a set of metal gates at the north end of this. There is a police officer blocking the road there. So he is going backwards. So it looks to me like he's going to build up speed and go through this gate. They got the stop sticks ready for him. That is 164th, Southwest 164th. So it looked like he's looking. He's talking to somebody. So, okay, he's still kind of moving. He's holding on to something, Alex, that I can't see exactly what he's holding on to, but right, so he's sitting, he was yelling at somebody. There are police officers right there at the corner. It looked like he may be trying to go through those two metal gates right there that come out on Southwest 164th from this field, but there are officers right there. So, okay, we got OHP coming up now. So now OHP's got some of their people involved in this. That's right, Alex, and like I said, he's just sitting there still. Air One's still circling here, so I don't know if he's talking to somebody or what is going on right now, but he's moved closer to the northeast corner of this field, and now he's just south of Southwest 164th between Pennsylvania and Western here, sitting in this hayfield. So, but anyway, the good thing is they have shut down Southwest 164th between Western Pennsylvania. They've shut down Indian Hills Road, looks like, between Western Pennsylvania. So again, it's I'm trying to see. It looks like, well, they got police officers moving up Pennsylvania now. Looks like they are still letting traffic through Pennsylvania going southbound and northbound, but it's not a very busy road out in this area, Alex. And Western is still moving to the north and south here, so they haven't shut those two roads down. But the two Indian Hills, two east-west roads, Indian Hills, Southwest 164th, they have completely shut them down. So here we stand again, Alex. He's moved a little further, closer to the road, but it's come to a stop again, and now we're just in a waiting situation. West Harbor Tower, Helicopter News 9. Yes, sir. We're about 4.5 to the northwest of you on this pursuit for quite some time. Would it be possible to get a hold of crews and have them hot fuel me if I come in there? No, I don't. $122.95, Roger, thank you. Cruise Aviation, Helicopter Sky News 9. Yes, sir, I'm sitting out here on this pursuit. We're in a standoff now, but I need fuel. Can you hot fuel me? Okay, roger that. Yeah, Greg, they won't hot fuel me though. That's the thing. I was going to try I'm going to try double AR at Will Rogers, see what I can do. $297. I need to go here. Okay, well, I'm just going to break for fuel then. I guess I'll have to go to Westheimer. All right, we're out. Oh. Well, Alex, looked like he took his seatbelt off there. He had his seatbelt on. It looks like he took his seatbelt off for some reason. So maybe this is going to, hopefully maybe this will come to an end. I don't know. But he's just pretty much relaxed in there, sitting in that truck, not doing anything. We are going to have to leave here shortly, Alex, and I'm going to have to leave it over to you and our ground crews here. But again, if people just joining us, this is a pursuit that's went on for probably, I don't know the exact time, Alex, now, but probably over 2 hours. And it has now come to rest in this field just south of Southwest 164th between Pennsylvania and Western, and where we have several police agencies involved with this now, along Moore, Norman, Oklahoma City, and now the OHP. So right now it's in a standoff situation with this person in this truck, and we'll get back as soon as we can. Alex, back to you. Roger that. And Westheimer Tower, News 9, we're inbound